in the news.
Former Senate President Bukola Saraki has described a recent claim by the incumbent Senate President Godswill Akpabio as cheap politics and trivializing of a serious issue. Bukola Saraki had said Godswill Akpabio should ensure that a transparent and open process be instituted to investigate the accusation leveled against him by one of his colleagues, Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. Saraki, in a statement signed by his media office in Abuja, urged Akpabio to read his press statement dated March 1, 2025, to understand that there was nowhere he suggested the resignation of the Senate President. The dispute, which started in the Red Chambers with seat arrangement, escalated, with Natasha accusing Akpabio of sexual harassment, a claim Akpabio has denied. The dispute has also led the Senate to suspend Senator Natasha for 6 months for violation of its rules. The family of the late Sani Abacha'S rejected claims made by former military President Ibrahim Babangida concerning the annulment of the June 12, 1993 presidential election. Babangida had, in his recent unveiled memoir, A Journey in Service, blamed the annulment on his then Chief of Defense Staff, Abacha. However, in a statement, the late general's son, Mohammed Abacha, accused Babangida of engaging in a deliberate distortion of historical fact. Speaking on behalf of the family, Mohammed Abacha urged Nigerians to be wary of revisionist narratives that shift responsibility away from those truly accountable. The family said Abacha remained loyal to Babangida throughout his lifetime, even protecting him when his life was under threat. The Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, has invited the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Martin Amaewhule, and other lawmakers for a meeting. The meeting is scheduled to be held at the Governor's office in Port Harcourt. Reports say the planned meeting between the Governor and the lawmakers would center on the provision of a befitting place for Assembly sittings, the payment of all outstanding remunerations of the honorable members. Others include the presentation of the budget and other matters aimed at charting a new way forward for the state. And now on the foreign scene, Canada's incoming Prime Minister Mark Carney has hit a defiant note against the United States as he vowed to win U.S. President Donald Trump's trade war. Carney lost no time standing up for the Canadian way of life after the Liberal Party overwhelmingly elected him to succeed Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Carney may not have the job for long. Canada must hold elections by October, but could well see a snap poll within weeks. Current polls put the opposition Conservatives as slight favorites. You'd recall in his victory speech, Carney had warned that the United States under Trump was seeking to seize control of Canada. South Korea says North Korea has fired multiple unidentified ballistic missiles the same day Seoul and Washington began a major annual joint military drill known as Freedom Shield. The United States stations tens of thousands of U.S. soldiers in South Korea, and the allies regularly stage joint drills, which they describe as defensive in nature. But such exercises infuriated Pyongyang, which regards them as rehearsals for invasion, and routinely responds with weapons tests of its own. Reports also say the nuclear-armed North slammed the drills as a provocative act, warning of the danger of sparking war with an accidental single shot. And in sports, Sean Kanu, the son of Nigerian football legend Kanu Nwankwo, has signed his first professional contract with Polish third-tier side Górnik Polkowice. This marks the beginning of a professional journey for the 19-year-old, who is expected to shine more than his father did at his prime. Having honed his skills in various academies, including Watford FC's youth system in England, the young forward is now set to make his mark in Poland's competitive football scene. With a strong footballing pedigree, Sean aims to carve out his own path while following in the footsteps of his father, who enjoyed a storied career with top European clubs such as Ajax, Portsmouth, and Arsenal. Manager Ruben Amorim says Manchester United needs more players of the quality and character of captain Bruno Fernandes after the Portuguese's stunning free kick in Sunday's 1-1 draw against Arsenal. Fernandes has faced criticism of his leadership in recent weeks, with former United skipper Roy Keane labeling him an imposter. But amid another dreadful season for the Red Devils, Fernandes has repeatedly been a rare source of inspiration. His brilliant strike on the stroke of half-time at Old Trafford was his 12th goal of the season. United's second highest goal scorer is the injured Amad Diallo on 9. Now, let's take a look at entertainment as the Lagos State Government announces the release of Africa's first tech AI-themed feature film, Make Nation. A statement by the State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, says the film will be in cinemas across Nigeria starting Easter weekend. Make Nation is Africa's first feature film that spotlights the fast-rising impact of its youths, especially girls, showcasing how they leverage artificial intelligence and technological innovations to tackle some of the continent's most pressing challenges. A coming-of-age drama, Make Nation is an emotional, thought-provoking, and humorous dive into the life of a young girl from a low-income community in Lagos. Her journey is fraught with twists and turns, but despite the hardships, she's brilliant, determined, and unstoppable. The film merges entertainment with a universal theme of hope, highlighting how innovation can catalyze change, transforming poverty from an enduring issue into a challenge of the past.
That's the news.